Hey guys, welcome. Let me just set this whole thing up. I'm all new to this live shows and things, so uh, I have already have someone. What I'm just gonna have a wait a little bit more and set this thing. I just killed it. All right. Hey, what's up, guys? Well, story is about an hour ago, I had an ate sandwich. It was this big. It was an epic sandwich, and I need to have a cold one, and I wanted to share with you. Hey, Jack, how's the how's the sound picture quality? Can you hear me well? And yeah, I love to have a cold one from a can. I'm not a much of a beer guy, but when I'm thirsty, especially in the summer or when you have a big sandwich or massive meal, there's nothing better than a nice cold beer. Yeah. Cheers, guys. Cheers, Kenjido. Where are you from, guys? Uh, it's 5:20 p.m. In the afternoon, 17. Uh, I, I always mess AM PM, but it's PM, it's afternoon, and Tampa, Florida. Yeah, I have a long-time viewer and subscriber, Laura from, I think she's from Jacksonville, and a long time ago she sent me some stuff and from the EDC guys, and one of the best guys. I know I'm in a watch community, but one of the best guys out there on YouTube are the EDC gear community. A from Canada. Cheers, guys. I really enjoyed this beer. So what's going on with you? I'm having a Stella, and yeah, um, grab a beer. I'm wearing my wristwatch check, wearing the Longines Hydro Conquest. And the first couple of days of me owning the watch, I didn't really like it. I said, the Orient tray looks better. And I still think it looks better, but the thing is, you need to wear the watch, you need to experience it. So that way you're gonna have a relationship. And that's why I don't do reviews straight out of the box when those companies send you the watch or something and you just take it out of the box and do a review. It doesn't work like that for me. And I used to have Spinnaker watches sending me watches for reviews and whatnot, but I decided I'm not gonna do it anymore. Um, I don't want to do it, and yeah. Also, I had an AV8 and whatnot, so I don't really know what to do with this live show, but it's kind of chilly outside, but it's warm enough. Today, it's actually 19 degrees Celsius, and I don't know how much is that in your, but it's really warm today. So uh, nothing else to say, but I'm really really thirsty. This feels good. So yeah, I decided to do a live show. If you have any questions, you can ask me watch related questions and whatnot. Maurice Lacroix, I owned Maurice Lacroix for more than a month, and I did a review and I set it aside. And Tuesday I sold it alongside with the tag heuer and all other watches because I'm a watch reviewer. I need to free up some funds to get some new watches, and that I sold Maurice Lacroix tag heuer, some other watches. I needed the money. When I hate when someone asks me, why did you sell that? I sold it for money. But yeah, that way I bought a Longines Hydro Conquest so I can wear this one and maybe do a review and do like my Maurice Lacroix is good, and I was planning to keep it, but I cannot keep them all. If I would keep them all, I would never got my Josie Reverso or Submariner watches like that. And I got an opportunity. I can buy actually Tudor Black Bay Red Burgundy, which I did a review. My mate is selling it. He wants to buy a car, and we are looking in a car for him. And right now he's thinking about selling it, and get it for a really good deal. But the thing is, Pelagos is so much better for me. It doesn't do the trick, and I don't wanna uh, capture my money into that Black Bay Burgundy. Also, it has a little nick on the one of the lugs, so and it doesn't have a stainless steel bracelet, and that really doesn't help me the cause. But yeah, I have opportunity to buy it. It would be a great deal because is my mate and he's giving me a great deal. But he also has a two-tone adjust. And if you go to my Instagram, you can check out the video and a couple of photos of that two-tone adjust 36 mil vintage with the plastic crystal. It has a quick set date, and if he would said to me, "Hey, I want to sell you that Datejust," I would be all over it. But somehow, the Black Bay, I think I can hold on to it. I need to have a little bit of cash. I bought so many watches last year and this year. I was practically broke, and I really hate walking around bare butted like a broke dick dandy and not having some available cash disposal. At least a couple of bills to be safe. I like that safeness and to be really good. So yeah, Maurice Lacroix, it's gone. Fortunately, it's gone, but that way I can get some new watches if necessary. So I can see here on my laptop I have a Minecraft resolution again. So yeah, sorry guys, and that's it. Hey, give me a thumbs up on this video. I don't see any thumbs ups on my videos, so give me a thumbs up. There's It says 5 of you are here already, so I need 5 thumbs up, and I will. It really helps me. I don't ask for Patreon donations, even though I have a page. I really feel bad about it, so I don't ask, but I will ask thumbs up and share video or something like that all the time, so you can share it. Thumbs up, and also if you want to really do something else, I always under every of my video I put a link in the description box, so you can. It's an Amazon link, and you can buy yourself something off Amazon. It doesn't have to be a watch. Whatever you buy with my link, I get a little kickback. So that way you can help me out to buy some Stella. Yeah. And you know why they say the beer is best served cold? Because when it's cold, it's good. Once it's ending, no matter how crappy beer you have, when it's cold, you don't feel it. It's good and very good, and it feels good. So yeah, except for the English. English like to drink the warmest beer. It's like a piss. All right, let's see what's going on here in the comment section. There's something maybe interesting. There were some guys who pissed me off lately in the comment section on some older videos, and let me just see something which I can review. So someone asked, does removing a bezel compromise the waterproofing? No, you can remove bezel without waterproofing. Yeah. These are all nice. There are some fuckers leaving some nasty comments. Yeah, some Dim Caldesa on one of my videos says different strokes for different folks, but However, this video sucks and it's not even funny. And fuck off, Dimka, because it's a top 10 luxury watches I made. It's one of my most popular videos and it's not even funny, so fuck off. Hey Alex, let's see. Yeah, we have Alex here. How are you? Cheers, mate. Grab a beer if you're not at work. I just had this big sandwich. I'm not even kidding. And I'm so thirsty. So yeah, you can ask me whatever you want in this live. I'm open to open it. Once I get to the sixth beer, I'm drunk, and I do have 6 beers in my fridge. So yeah, cheers. I might as well do an Archie. Archie drinks for you. Donate him some money, and he will drink whatever. And yeah, let's see. Also, there's my video how to open a watch case back with some tools that you don't have proper tools and you use some household items. And Pavel Vachkov says, very cool guide on how to scratch a watch here. Fuck off, Pavel. Also, because in the first 2 minutes of that video, I mentioned if you have a nice watch, you will scratch it. Do not touch it. So, how do I find my watches? Well, basically, that's the trick I learned from my bearded mate. There's the website in our country. It's sort of like Craigslist in America. It's part of the OLX group. And my mate for a long time had an ad there. And he still has. I will buy your watches. So I buy watches, ad. And no matter what watches, is it broken, fixed, I will buy any of your watches. And we are now living in the same city, but a couple years ago, before I got married, a year ago, I was living in a different city, my hometown, which is like 3 hours away from this city. And sometimes there were these guys in my city, and he just gives me a ring, says, hey mate, I bought a watch, would you mind go and meet up with the guy and pick up the watch? I said, sure, why not? We knew each other through watches and we became friends. And so there was one day he rang me and he bought that Philippe watch, if you remember from my channel, I did a review. It's a Philippe watch, SM50 watch, and he bought it for like, I'm gonna lie to you, but it was like $200 or something like that when I converted to US dollars. But it was pretty much $200. And yeah, sure, he's my mate. I went and I gave the money to the guy and got a watch and said, sure, but next time if you have a cool watch, I will buy it from you. And the guy says, well, I don't know. If I knew you're gonna buy a watch, I would I would sell it to you. And sure, and I was asking him all the time, hey mate, how's that ad of yours? How's it running? Do you get any watches? And he was like, no, it's all crap. It's all like fossils, Festinas and whatnot. And sure thing, I bought a watch and I had it with me for a week. I did a review and anything, and in next week we will meet up somewhere in the middle of the road. And we met up, sure, and I offered to buy a watch from him. So he made $100 off me, and he basically, I bought a watch from him for like 300 or something, and he made $100 off me. And we met up, we had a lunch together, and I just gave him the $100. So basically he got a free lunch and I gave him the $100, and that's how the ad runs. And after that, I got home and I placed my own ad. I buy watches. I will buy all your watches. So it's one of the sources. That's how I got the Maurice Lacroix. and it's a funny story. So he likes to tell it to people because I was always asking him, "Do you?" How's that ad working for you? I said, nah, it's okay. It's fossils, it's piece of crap watches and whatnot. Until one day he made $100 off me, and I basically paid the watch, and I had to give him an extra $100, so I get the watch. And later on, I again gave him that watch because we did a trade for a Datejust, and I gave him that watch as a part of the trade, basically to sweeten the deal, to make him go over the line. So yeah, there's this. So I have an ad. It says I buy watches. No, I don't have a code. Uh, why do you ask? Uh, I'm a bit tired. Uh, so yeah, I do have an ad, and also I know a bunch of dealers because I like the 80% and more watches you saw on my channel. Uh, yeah, let's have a cold one. That's why. Uh, 80% of watches on my channel you see I paid and bought and sold, and even before YouTube, I used to buy and sell watches. I hustle a lot. I used to buy and sell everything, and even today I will buy and sell everything to make a buck. Basically, it's a proper definition of a hustler. I will buy anything if the price is right, and I will sell it later on for a profit. So yeah, and I know a lot of watch dealers. I get to know a lot of watch dealers. I live in a small country, and I know dealers from surrounding countries also. Some from Croatia and Serbia, um, which is alright. Occasionally, I will get a watch online, buy something from off eBay, but most of it, it's from the private sales. And I know lots of small time watch dealers, and even the guys on the flea markets, especially in my hometown. Everybody knows me in my hometown. When I go to the flea market, literally, I'm the guy who will buy your watch if you have a good watch, and I don't ask a lot if it does it run correct and anything, and I pay pretty well. And when I go to the flea market, about a month ago, I went to the flea market in my hometown, and literally there were 5 or 6 guys, and one of the guy was calling me across the flea market. Hey, what's going on? Come here. I want to see something else. Do I ever go to Italy or any other nearby countries to buy and sell watches? Well, I do not go to Italy to buy and sell watches. Uh, for Italy, Bosnia is we are a very poor country in terms of economy, and it doesn't make sense. If I would went to Italy, I would sell my watches there, and but I wouldn't go to Italy. I would probably went to the north. Uh, Dealers here are all business. They are friendly once you paid about 4 or 5. Oh, let me tell you, I made a connection with a pretty big dealer in locally here. I got from him Submariner. I got through him Reverso, and I sold him my Tudor and Seamaster. We did some trades and whatnot, but I thought he was correct and everything is right. But at the end of the day, dealers are not your friends, and we had a minor incident. He wasn't happy. I was trying to buy back my Seamaster Omega Bond, which I really missed, and I like that watch, and I wanted to have it back in my collection really badly. And I bought a watch, and it all went pear shaped. It all went pear shaped, and he called me names and trying to flick him for it was like 150 euros dispute, and he didn't call me, hey mate, look, I'm not happy with the deal or something like that, but he was pretty nasty, and That's how it is. It's all business. Uh, it's all business. I'm planning to get, if I see a Seamaster at the right price, I will definitely get it and I will put it in my collection. It works, it grew on me, and I really like it. And that's the one watch I miss from my collection. So yeah. Let's see. Let's see what do we have here anymore. Another guy. I used to do lots of videos how to change a watch strap and what any other things like that. So those are like how-to videos, one of my favorite videos on the channel. And every other day I get like tons of questions, and Fahim Yazdani says on how to change a strap on your watch, how to butcher your watch. Well, fuck off, Fahim. No offense, but yeah. Uh, let's see here. What do we have more? Any thoughts on the Zodiac brand? Well, Zodiac brand. I don't. It's nothing special for me. There are some vintage Zodiacs that have. They look cool. There's some vintage divers, but they are not really what the English one would say. Not my cup of tea. Yeah. Um, it's alright. It's alright. It's nothing special, but I wouldn't. You don't see me buy a lot of Zodiac watches, so uh, they're not interesting to me. That's it. Is it because of Fossil? Well, it's not because of Fossil. I like Fossil. Fossil is a good, honest brand, and they're very popular. If you have a Fossil watch, you can sell it easily, and they don't do Zodiac. They don't do anything interesting, and that's why they are not interesting. When I first learned about higher end watches, my first big influence and big teacher, I was an avid reader of a Watch Snob from Askman magazine. If you know, nowadays I haven't really checked the Watch Snob column, but I was reading about it, and I think the Watch Snob is no longer there, and there are some bunch of editors who are doing. But the Watch Snob, original Watch Snob from like 5 or 6 years ago on AskMan.com, I learned a lot about watches from him, and I learned about that they don't do anything interesting and nothing innovative, and that's why. That's why. Hey, watch launch. What's going on? Cheers. And let's see. Oh, let me just check some. I saw some messages, but I cannot find it here. Why haven't you bought a Seiko Turtle? I had a Seiko Turtle vintage one, and but it was some of it was aftermarket, and you can never really tell what was aftermarket. And the brand new one, I just don't see myself paying that much for a Seiko Turtle when I have an SKS, and it's nothing different. I'm not an avid Seiko guy like Jeff McMahon. Jeff McMahon is a really interesting YouTuber. If you don't know him, check him out. And he likes to talk a lot, but I think he hasn't really. He has like a bunch of collection of Seikos, from tunas to turtles and whatnot. But overall, I don't like the shape of a turtle. That's the biggest issue for me. And yeah. Let's see more. Don't apologize. Fuck them if you think. Don't apologize. Fuck them if they can take a joke. Well, they will probably never see it. Just a random guys. I made a lot of those videos. I have a video that's over 1 million views has, and I do get a lot of views from the people who are not my subscribers, and all day long they leave some nasty comments. But today I'm in a mood to just tell them to, yeah. And I've been too nice on my YouTube, and I always try to be positive and don't shit on a lot of people, don't talk trash, no religion, no politics, and no something else. Help me out. I don't know what's third, but those are my rules. But that's not really. I'm trying to surface more of true me in some of my viewers videos, but yeah, you cannot always be a diplomat. And I'm a Sagittarius, so I'm not the biggest diplomat there is. So yeah, uh, watch launch. Yeah, Seiko monster. I took a monster to the safe. I need to get that one out. Uh, and Doxa, Orange Doxa is a cool dive watch. Orange Doxa is a cool dive watch. Shark Hunter, Jacques Cousteau, and over here the Doxa in Balkans. Before, when there was communism and whatnot, there were like 3 or 4 brands that they were allowed to have, and the Doxa was the upper tier. And what's the popularity here about Doxa? But Shark Hunter Doxa pisses all over Huawei, Steinhardt watches, even Longines Hydro Conquest, and they are really something special. If you're a diver, my mate has a friend who's a diver, and he's thinking about buying a dive watch for his diving. And as you know, diving is a very expensive hobby, but he never got across that line to spend a lot for a watch. And once he said, I heard that from a dealer, once he asked the dealer to get him a Rolex Comex, and he said, "Are you crazy? Are you fucking crazy? Do you know how much that is?" And but I was wondering how did he learn about that, and he saw it from a colleague diver. So I told him, get a Doxa. Doxa Orange Shark Hunter, that's a watch. One day, if I'm able to get it, I'm not gonna pay it retail or brand new, but if I'm able to get it, I think it will stay long in my collection. Thank you guys, like your style and whatnot. Yeah, I love you too, guys. But I think Seiko's current lineup is not up to the required rep. I got an SKS 009 and it's a crap. Well, what do you expect? It is a crap. It's a crappy watch, but it's a cool crap. That's the thing with the Seiko SKS. It's a cool crap. Orient, you get an Orient Ray, and it's much better watch than a Seiko, especially in the same price range or whatnot. But you cannot deny that the SKS is a cool watch. I have one, and I bought it because it's a cool. So it is crappy, but they came out, I don't know, in the late 90s along with the Citizen, and they haven't changed anything since. So lots of other watch brands change a lot, but they are riding on it, and it's one of the coolest watches you can have, SKS. It's much cooler than this Longines Hydro Conquest in terms of cool, and nothing fancy coined the term, but it's a second kind of cool. Let's see any feedback on the Pelagos. I'm looking at HD1. Pelagos is it's a fantastic watch. Nothing else to say. Get a used one and you'll do good. Watch Launch has a Doxa. Yeah. It doesn't matter if it's a reissue. It's hard to find a vintage one. And with the new one, you can actually hunt with them. You can dive with them. Marty says, I'll check out Doxa. I say so. I need to get that one. Doxa. The only thing about Doxa is that you need to like their style, how they look. But other than that, they're super cool. Alex says, I think Pelagos is my next buy. Thinking about the black lefty. Oh, lefty, righty, I don't know. It's up to you, but I kind of like them conventional. Uh, Time for fun or time for fun? Time for fun. I prefer Seiko Orient over any micro brand watches. Well, uh, I agree. I also prefer, but you gotta hand it to those micro brand watches. And the guy, I imagine you like watches. You wanna create a watch, and you have a design. You have an awesome design that looks like a Submariner, and you do that. You put a lot of money. It takes a lot of money, and I suppose it's because of your watches and you don't want to make a quick buck, and you create a great watch and you put it out there on the market, and you are screwed. You are screwed. Nobody's gonna buy it. So there takes a lots of machining and the marketing and whatnot, and you gotta takes a lot of money, and that's why I respect micro brands. I don't like them. I don't like them that much, uh, some of them are just trying to. Some of them are just trying to make some quick buck, and other are really genuinely trying to offer you a good watch, great watch for the money. And Steinhardt is a great example of that, and that's why they're so successful and popular. That was smart. Yeah, I think I earned a drink. When I'm out of the Stella, I'm done with the live. So yeah, Steinhardt is the only micro brand worth a buy. Yeah, yeah. Shark Hunter is the black dial. I believe professional models are orange, and the Sea Rambler is silver dial. Well, when you say Doxa Shark Hunter, in my head I imagine the orange dial, and anything else is cool, but it's not orange. Watch launch. Steinhardt is a lot of watch for the money. $500 depending on the model, the movement. Yeah, we know, but I never bought a Steinhardt, even though I like the OVM with vintage cream patina, just because I don't know why, but I don't like that Rolex vibe too much. All right, where did I stop? What are you drinking? Stella. Hopefully you can see that. It's just a Stella. My Minecraft resolution in edcgunner's house, but it's a nice cold Stella. I had a big sandwich and I was thirsty. And I'm waiting for the wifey to come back home because she was entire week absent on a business trip. Yeah. Stella is a Belgian beer. Hey, Stefan. Marty says, I like Zodiac. Their designs are their own and they operate like a micro. Prices are kept under 2K. Works for me. Well, I don't know much about Zodiac, but I wouldn't give a 2K for Zodiac. When I have a 2K, I saw a question on one of the Facebook watch groups. I don't know which one. I'm pretty much in them all. And someone asked, I have a $2,000. What should I need some option recommendations. And there were none of the options. If I would have a hypothetically $2,000 to buy a watch, none of the watches I would be looking at. and they were like the watches like the Zodiac. No offense, but for $2,000, I would get a used Seamaster. Uh, Even squeeze a little bit, get a Pelagos or Black Blade, and something along those lines. Breitling. There are lots of Breitlings for around 2K. And I know what, so you don't like Breitlings, but you need to go and check them out in person. All right. Uh, Steinhardt against Steinhardt. Yeah. Time for fun. Do you think marathon watches are really made by U.S. government? Um, I don't think U.S. government is making watches, but they commission some watch brand and watch company to make watches for them. But I gotta tell you, I grew up in the war. I grew up around lots of American soldiers and near U.S. base. Um, I know a lots of soldiers, Bosnian soldiers, which are professional soldiers right now. And when you see in the movies and some classic movies, uh, most of the U.S. Army and all other armies are wearing G-Shocks, Timex watches, or Sunto, but that's really rare. So marathon watches, I think they're a bit gimmicky. They're okay. I like the way they look, and they're robust, but I don't think they are made by U.S. government. They may be made to be U.S. government commissioned them to make some watches for them, but in general, that's the way it is. Maybe the marathon is all hype. Well, marathon, at least they look cool. Any thoughts on the Basel 2019? Well, we'll see when it comes out what's gonna happen, but uh, in all seriousness, I don't really care that much about Basel. It doesn't keep me awake all night. I don't buy new watches. I'm not on a Rolex waiting list. And I think I reached watch Nirvana or Nirvana lately. I have some cool watches, like some core watches, and I cannot think of any watch that I would really say I want that watch and I will sell a car or something like that. And I did that with the Submariner or with the Reverso and whatnot. I do have some watches that I would love to own, which will be my next watches, but I don't really have preference. I even saw the black GMT ceramic Pepsi, and it's not that, didn't make that big impression on me uh, like I thought it will. Uh, I like the aluminum bezel one better. All right. Marty says I shouldn't say 2000. The Zodiac is like 800. Well, for 800, I would be getting Oris or Longines or something like that, or just save up for a bit more. You can even get a Seamaster Quartz vintage one. Marty, check out the Zodiac Olympus. Love the case design. I will check it out later. But I think you are paid by Zodiac. They should pay me. uh, At the Watch Lounge answered, they are not made by the US government, they are made in Canada for the armed forces. So yeah, that's been cleared up. I'm also getting a little bored of watches. When you are getting a little bored of watches, then you need to just take a step back and enjoy what you have. And that's exactly what I'm doing. And that's why I'm not jumping on the Black Bay Burgundy. And I have such a great deal. It's under 2K and I can get it, but I just want to step back and enjoy the watches I already have. I think it's important for me to do that. and to consolidate a little bit with myself. Uh, okay, Jack Purcell, I want a Hulk. Uh, I don't know what to say. Work hard, save some, set some money aside, and my philosophy, my principle was back in the days when if a watch is worth grand, I need to have 2,000s and on account for watches. So when I buy, uh, I need to have money when I buy it. But lately, I stepped out of my comfort zone and I bought lots of watches. And I'm not sorry. Sometimes you need to step out of your comfort zone, but work hard. And never in a million years I thought I would have a Submariner and a Reversal Grand 8. Even the last year when someone, 2017, when someone would said to me, I would basically ask him, "What are you smoking, mate?" Um, to have an RTO luxury reversal, like seriously, I would never thought of it, but it happens. So just work hard and set aside some money, and it will happen. And it's green. Why do you want it, anyways? Uh, okay, thoughts. I wanna thoughts on the Apple Watch 4. They are the same as the thoughts on the Apple Watch 1. Uh, it's good for another wrist, for the right wrist. You have a proper watch here and you have Apple Watch here, but do you really want to be Maradona? Apple Watches, I have a vintage Casio calculator and I have a phone for the Apple Watch crap. So I have a phone in my pocket. I don't need an Apple Watch or any other smartwatch. Especially they're not waterproof. You need to charge them and all that crap. I wouldn't. They they won't get my money. Alex says, same here after I got a seed devour. Lost all passion for watches. Well, when you get a seed devour, what else can you get, man? You cannot get much more than that. Um, you need something, I don't know, that's a Nautilus territory. I wouldn't mind having a Patek Philippe Nautilus. Everyone has Breitling, Tudor, and Oris. Marty Schrock. Well, I'm not really sure, but those are some good watches, and you can move forward with those watches. And I do miss my Breitling. The Breitling was the watch that everyone loved. It wasn't horologically significant, but I loved it, and everyone else loved it. But unfortunately, I loved the Submariner a bit more. It was my grail. But if I ever see a Breitling like that again, I will get it. All right. Jack Purcell, I'm interested in Seed Devour too. I think it's a bit too big. I like a Submariner. Um, I recently purchased an Apple Watch 4 and it was impressive, awesome. It includes the cell service and I had to bury it in a drawer. Why don't you just get an iPhone? Uh, Marty says I'm not paid by Zodiac, but I just picked up a Sea Dragon for $8 at Goodwill. Guess I'm high on them for $8 at Goodwill. That's a right price for them, and you should check out more Goodwill stores. I wish I have Goodwill stores around here. I would went all day and check them out. Every other day I would go there and pick them up. Yeah, $8 is a great money. Now I get see where you're coming from. Okay, Panerai is my go-to watch now. Uh, my mate got a Panerai, but I haven't done a video about it. But I never really fancied Panerai that much. But having one in person on your wrist for a couple of days and wearing it, I did change my mind about it. But It's really not uh, it's not that interesting to me. Yeah, I wish I had a Goodwill stores and all those good stuff you have in USA. Um, if I would if I was living in USA in America, I would have so much better collection than I have right now. Come here to Maryland. I will personally drive you to all the Goodwills. We have a million of them here. Well, the other day, it's been. I'm from Bosnia, Marty, Bosnia Herzegovina and Balkans, and it's a beautiful country, crappy economy, and you know that stuff. And I had some recently I had some personal family issues and problems, and yeah, he's actually living pretty. He was born pretty close in my area. It's a Saint Canton, Yusuf Nurkic, the Bosnian Beast. I don't watch NBA a lot anymore. I don't watch a lot of Champions League anymore, but uh, the life hits you. I got some really nasty family problems and issues, but before those problems, I was thinking of relocating uh, somewhere. America would be ideal, but you cannot relocate because of Trump and all that good stuff and issues, migration policies. But I'm seriously thinking about relocating to somewhere else, and I'm pretty capable. Uh, I love. I can swim in any waters, and but if it comes to that, I will tell you more about it. But so right now, uh, the Nurk, hey, he's a cool guy. He is a big guy and is practically my neighbor in your American terms. But uh, lots of competition here. I've been to Goodwill lots, nothing but cords. I think they have a people who they call when something comes in. Well, pretty much those people they call when something comes in, that's me over here. So yeah, but you need to work and become one of those people. Uh, you need to work and become one of those people. So next time you're in Goodwill store, go over there. And sometimes I have a people they call me. They are not Goodwill stores, but there are lots of people who are calling me when they get watches. And sometimes I buy a ton of crappy watches, but you need to support them and keep that relationship going because when they have a good watch, you want them to call you as well. So sometimes there are a couple of guys, whenever I see them, I buy a watch. Doesn't matter, it's a $20 watch, crappy piece of shit or whatnot. I will give it away to someone, I will sell it, I will trade it, I will do something with it. But when they have a nice vintage Omega or something like that, it's me who are they calling. So you need to work on that, and when they have something good, they will call you. Do some business with them. Marty Shrunk, you're even more cool now. Cooler. I'm even more cooler. Yeah. Giving watches as a gift is the best. Yeah. Well, it's nothing special, but last summer I bought like a sack full of watches, and most of them were quartz. Some of them were nice, and those nice ones I got my money back, and some of those quartz I gave one to my mom, gave one to my cousin, and some of them I traded uh, when I was buying the Mont Blanc, the quartz Mont Blanc. I haven't done a video about it. I think I did, but I haven't uploaded yet. Uh, I basically gave some money and a good Pierre Cardin watch, and the guy liked it. So you can use those watches, and you just need to learn how to swim in those waters. And I think I would do alright if I ever moved in America. Uh, I think I would have a much bigger collection. All right. My Stella is empty. I'm no longer thirsty. Now it's been 49 minutes. So thank you guys for watching. I need more likes. Give me some likes when you're watching my videos. It really helps me out. I don't make much on YouTube, but every little helps. And yeah, thank you for tuning in. Now smash that like button, and now I gotta go. And well, thanks, Alex. Appreciate the offer. Cheers, guys. Thank you for the invites and thank you. Cheers for the invites and kind words and wishes. But it seems goes to you. If any of you ever comes Bosnia, just contact me. You can find me on Instagram, on YouTube, on email edcgunner@gmail.com. Some of you have my phone numbers. If you ever come close here, you have free Stella from EDC Gunner. So yeah,